Do you wake up feeling exhausted? Like you have an elephant on your chest? Sometimes like you can't catch your swallow? Well, if you do, you might be waking up with some morning anxiety. And if you are, stay tuned for the rest of this video to see how could we stop or work on our morning anxiety. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Angel the Psych MP via the Mental Demic. And if you are new here, welcome. And if you're old here, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about how to stop morning anxiety, or at least improve it. Stopping it might come with a little bit more therapy, but we could definitely work on ways to improve it. I am a firm believer that however you start your day sets the tone for your day. If you are waking up constantly with morning anxiety, I could imagine how your day going. It probably ain't pretty, probably ain't fun, probably ain't good. First thing you have to do to work on your morning anxiety is get a good night's sleep. And that comes with some sleep hygiene. Even if you have anxiety or not, I feel like sleep hygiene is important. We should have a nightly sleep routine that we work on every night so that we can ensure a good night's sleep. We can't continue to take sleep for granted. I know everybody like to say we'll sleep when we dead or I got stuff to do, but I'm here to tell you, you need your sleep and you need it now. You can't wait till you're dead. It don't matter then. You ain't never waking up. Duh. I know that's the obvious. I'm just addressing some of these cliches we like to say out here, like sleep not important. I'm just going to give you a couple ideas of how to create a sleep routine. These, you could take what you need from this list and you could add your own, whatever works for you. But here are a few ideas. The first thing I think you should do is no stimulating activities at least 2 to 3 hours before it's bedtime. Example, working out. Working out, it's going to give you an adrenaline rush and it's going to be harder for you to get to sleep. I know it seems opposite because you think if you work out and you work out hard, you're going to be tired, but no. It's going to give you an adrenaline, it's going to give you a boost, it's going to give you energy. It don't work like that. Shouldn't be exercising that close to bedtime. No stimulating activities at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. This one, brain dump. Journal right before bedtime. Get everything out of your head. This is going to help you sleep because we go to sleep with so much on our mind. Brain dump. Get it all out your head. Even if you throw it away. If you don't want nobody to know what you were thinking about, write it all down, tear it up, shred it, whatever you're going to do with it, throw it away so nobody gets hold to it, but get it out of your head. We think we could keep everything in our head, and I am actually guilty of that. That is actually the cause of my anxiety when I started having panic attacks, was overthinking, keeping everything in my head. You think you keep everything in your head because you're trying to keep peace sometime, but really you just disturbing your own peace. You may be making peace for those around you, but for you, self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. You creating a mental prison by overthinking and keeping everything inside. Get it out of your head. Brain dump. Journal right before bedtime. I used to be one of those people that like to sleep with just the TV on in the background, and I don't even be watching it. It just be on. Something about just knowing it's on, I felt like was helping me sleep or get to sleep, but really it wasn't. Darkness winds your mind down. Try and sleep with the darkness. If not, get a night light or something along those lines, but the TV don't work. You need some darkness to wind down. Again, if you're one of those people that just like, I ain't doing it, then keep your TV on. Like I said, take what you need from the list and create your own. But for me, you need that darkness, or at least more darkness than the TV provides. A nightlight. Write a things to do list for the next day. This differentiates from the journaling and a brain dump because the brain dump is getting everything out of your head. The things to do list is addressing what you're thinking about you need to do tomorrow, which sometimes keeps us up. If you got a hell of a load to do tomorrow, then the things to do list is going to help you by writing it out. It's going to subconsciously take you from worrying about how am I going to get it all done. Writing it out allows you to prioritize what needs to be done. And although you think that may help or not, it really does. You write your things to do list and you write them down in the order of priority. When you wake up the next morning, be on go mode. But I guarantee you it's going to help you because it's not just in your head twirling around, oh, what I got to do? I got to remember this. I got to remember that. And subconsciously, all that stuff bothers us. Write a things to do list down as part of your sleep hygiene. As crazy as it may sound, it's going to help you. And this one, pray. Pray before you lay. Ain't this what they always told us? Pray before you lay. We need to start praying more. Praying just provides a sense of peace. Like literally just getting everything out there to God. The journaling and all those things is getting it out of our head, but giving it to God deals with it. It may not be on our time, but just know it's being worked on. And you could wake up in the morning, it can all be gone. That's just how good God is. But pray. Let's not forget to pray. Pray gives us a sense of internal peace. Pray. Talk to God. Let him know what you're going through. Let him know what your problems are. Pray that God gives you a good night rest. Don't take for granted. Don't take them for granted. I'm here to tell you. Now that we got our sleep routine in place to get a good night's sleep, let's deal with the morning anxiety. If you still have the morning anxiety when you wake up, I feel like you're going to be a lot less anxious. But if you do have a little anxiety, let's start with some deep breathing. When you wake up, lay in the bed still and deep breathe. Take a deep breath, hold it in for 10 seconds. And when you exhale, like hear it out. You know, like I don't practice yoga anymore, but when you do yoga, you know how they like let it out. Like take that deep breath in, hold it 10 seconds, and then hear it come out. That's a true exhale. Hear it comes out. Do that 2 to 3 times every morning before you get out of bed. It's going to just provide a sense of calmness before you get up and start your day. The next one is when you get out of the bed, pray. Say a prayer to set the tone for your day. You know, Father God, I ask that you do this for me today. I ask that you give me this peace for today. I ask that you help me, give me strength. You know how it goes. Pray. Pray to set the tone for your day. It's going to be life-changing if you continue to do it over and over and over again. For one, it's just giving God glory for another day. For two, it's giving him the worship to let him know that you feel that I need you to get through this day. That's going to help you a lot with your anxiety as well. It's not a disappearing act, the anxiety, because you're praying to God that it's going to just disappear overnight. But it's definitely going to help. And eventually, it could just go away. But be a believer. Have faith. The next one is meditate. Once you're out of bed, once you've prayed, you can meditate. Meditate on a scripture, or you can meditate on a word for today. Say, for instance, happy. Happy is the word that you're going to meditate on and set for today. I am going to be happy all day, no matter what. So what this is doing when you're meditating on that and you're being intentional about being happy all day, no matter what else is going on around you, you're going to recenter it and turn it back into a happy moment. Somebody go off on you, you're going to take a deep breath, you're going to inhale and find a way to turn that back into a happy moment. Even if that means you being happy that you didn't pop off on them, that's an improvement. So that's a happy moment. That's recentering and everything on the word for today that you chose to meditate on, which was happiness. So find a word every morning and meditate on it, even if it's the same word. Let that be the tone for your day. Exercising. Exercise every morning, even if it's only for 30 minutes, whatever you can squeeze time in. I know we have busy lives. We got to take the kid to school. We got to be to work by a certain time. We got a lot to do. But find a way to exercise. And see, a lot of us get in our head with exercises because we think that we got to go to a gym. And because we don't have time to go to the gym, we put exercise on the back burner until we make time to go to the gym. And it's ineffective. Do what you can from home. It's so many workouts that you could do right from home. You could run in place, you could do jumping jacks. We forgot, like, what about the stuff they taught us in PE when we was growing up in school? We didn't have no gym. We used our own body kinesthetics to do everything. Jumping jacks, what do they call them? Knee touch toes, you know, all these different exercises that we did with our own body weight. Let's implement those back in. It's still exercise. It don't have to be the gym. Don't cheat yourself out on the exercise in the morning, because the energy that it gives you throughout the day, and the endorphins going, and adrenaline, and you losing weight, and you keeping up with yourself. Self-care. Exercise in the morning is going to help with the anxiety. Don't take this one for granted, because when my therapist told me about it, I was like, okay, gratitude. I'm a very grateful person, and I know what gratitude means, and I always feel like I show gratitude. But writing something down every morning, 3 to 5 things, it really gave me a sense of appreciation for everything. And I'm talking about the simplest things, because if you're doing this every morning, sometimes you might feel like you saying the stuff over and over again, but guess what? It's enough to be grateful for. I was writing down stuff like, I am grateful for being able to take a shower every day. I am grateful for having soap to take a shower with. Those are things that we just think we have to have, or it just comes easy. But go down to the Skid Rows of your community and see how we take so much for granted. The gratitude list, don't take it for granted. Write it down every morning. Even if you can't write it out on paper, which I still suggest you do, because my therapist did tell me that, like, writing stuff down out on paper differs a lot from writing it in your phone. I thought that was like, what's the difference? I'm still writing it out, but there was a difference, and I can't explain it. But writing it out on paper worked better for me, and I still do it. The gratitude list is essential. Don't take it for granted. Just try it and come back and tell me what you think about it. And if you wake up again after you were able to go to sleep and you still feel like it's a lot on your mind, guess what? Write it down again. Journal again in the morning. Get it out your head again before you start your day. I don't care how redundant it sounds. I don't care how redundant it seems. Getting stuff out of your head is a game changer. It's going to change your stress levels. It's going to change you from overthinking. It's going to change you from negative thinking. Get stuff out of your head throughout the day. If you feel overwhelmed with your thoughts, get it out of your head. Write it down. Stop, write it down. Not in your phone, on paper. I hope that these things could ease your morning anxiety. It has worked for me and a lot of others that I know. Try it. Don't knock it until you try it. If you try any of these things, or if you have any other tips that you recommend, put them down below in the comments, and maybe you can help somebody else on this journey to fight morning anxiety. Like, subscribe, turn on your notifications. It's Angel the Psych MP, via the Mental Demic. Ciao. I'm talking